I was sipping coffee, trying to gather my thoughts, when news came from Juárez. A crime reporter was gunned down while sitting in his car, his 8-year-old daughter in the seat beside him. She was unharmed. His chest, however, was a tight cluster of 10 bullets, the mark of a skilled shooter. That morning, on my way here, I passed a Toyota with a bumper sticker, "I love." I tried to recall the chain of events that brought me to this meeting. In another city, far away, a man had told me about the killer, how he once sheltered him, fearing him at first, but later finding him strangely useful. The man would cook, clean, polish shoes until they shone. "I took him in as a favor," the man had said. "I want him," I'd replied. "I want to put him on paper." And so I came.
You don't know me. No one can forgive what I've done. A good killer doesn't spray bullets wildly. A good killer makes a tight pattern through the driver's door and into the chest.
The first phone call comes at 9 a.m. Expect another at 10:05. The second call tells me to wait until 11:30. That call never comes. I keep waiting. At noon, the next call sends me to a parking lot. We park driver's side to driver's side. I hand over photographs. He glances at them, points to one, a man over a half-buried body, and says, "That picture could get you killed." Another photograph shows a beautiful woman in white, her makeup perfect, a trickle of blood at her lips. She was the girlfriend of Juárez's head hitman. The cartel bosses thought she talked too much. The word Sicario comes from the ancient Sicarii of Roman Palestine, dagger wielders who killed in the streets.
If Amado or Vicente, the brothers who've run the Juárez Cartel, even think you're talking, they'll kill you.
These photos, he says, could get me killed. Words could too. The conversation slides into the city's grim geography. Houses hiding bodies, dirt lots hiding graves.
I've dug graves for 250 people?
I've been reporting here for 20 years. I've written 2 books about Juárez's killing fields. In the mid-90s, the city saw 300 murders a year. By 2008, over 1,600. We sit at a round table, curtains closed. "Nothing leaves this room," he says. I nod and write. He makes me feel his arms, one heavy with muscle, the other wasted. Then he puts me in a chokehold to show how easily he could break my neck. "How much to kill me?" I ask.
At most, 5,000, maybe less. You have no power. No one would come after me.
He sketches his life in 4 words: childhood, police, narco, God, then blacks them out with ink.
I had a normal childhood. We were poor but not abused. My father worked nights in a maquila. My mother cleaned houses. 12 mouths to feed. His happiest memory is the only outing with his father. To a circus, with home-brought snacks to save money.
At 17, he was recruited by the state police to drive cars across the border for $50 a trip, no questions asked. Eventually, he entered the police academy, at the mayor's intervention, where the official pay was meager, but the drug money flowed freely. He commanded a kidnapping unit in the state police. Officially, their job was to stop kidnappings. In reality, one unit kidnapped and the other executed victims. When cartel boss Amado Carrillo Fuentes died in 1997, the order collapsed. Payments from the U.S. stopped. Units became freelance killers. He started out delivering captives to executioners, then began killing himself. He earned up to $20,000 per hit. He remembers brutal bosses, men who would dismember a baby to force a confession. He recalls the messages left for rivals, bodies hung upside down, throats cut, tongues pulled through the wound. Now he lives under a death sentence, a $250,000 bounty placed when he left the life 2 years ago. He's already survived 2 assassination attempts, scars in his belly from AK-47 rounds.
We aren't monsters. We have education, feelings. I'd torture someone, go home for dinner, then go back to work.
Still, he admits he doesn't know who truly runs the operations. Killers like him are kept in small cells, cut off from the larger structure. He speaks of crossing the U.S. border with weapons countless times, of how easy it is. He describes the scent of burnt gunpowder, the quiet menace of cars circling at night, the graves dug in advance for tomorrow's dead. We don't speak of the strange magnetism of Juárez, a city steeped in death but alive with an almost feverish vitality. We both want to return to who we were before the killings, though we know there's no going back. I ask about his first kill. He says he can't remember, not lying, not telling the truth, just unable to reach it. He's researched me online, chosen me as his witness. He believes God sent me so his story can have meaning. But the caution never leaves him, habits born of survival. The meeting feels like standing in the eye of a storm. Around us, the machinery of death still turns. One day it will take him, and perhaps one day me.